So carrying on with our circle geometry theorems, and these last three really are all the same. The product of the intercepts. So first of all, we have intersecting chords. So AX times BX is CX times DX. And the reason we say is product of intercepts of intersecting chords. Of course, that's not how I think of it. The way I think of it, it's like this. The endpoint of the chord to the point of intersection times the endpoint of the chord to the point of intersection is equal to the endpoint of the chord to the point of intersection times the endpoint of the chord to the point of intersection. And then that covers all three that we're going to look at. Because all you've got to do is look at the intersecting chords and you say, well, the endpoint of the chord, A, to the point of intersection, X, times the endpoint of the chord, B, to the point of intersection, X, is equal to the endpoint of the chord, C, to the point of intersection, X, times the endpoint of the chord, D, to the point of intersection, X. But then when we look at our second one, where it's no longer chords, but secants, the theorem is exactly the same. AX times BX is CX times DX. So if you just look at the chords that are created by the secant, the endpoint of the chord A to the point of intersection X times the endpoint of the chord B to the point of intersection X is equal to the endpoint of the chord C to the point of intersection X times the endpoint of the chord D to the point of intersection X. So it's exactly the same. The only difference is instead of intersecting chords, we have intersecting secants. And then the third one is like this, where we have a secant and a tangent. And once again, it's the same. It's just that with the tangent, our chord is very, very small. It's just the point A. So when we say endpoint of the chord, A to the point of intersection X times endpoint of the chord, A to the point of intersection X, hence we get AX squared, is equal to the endpoint of the chord, C, to the point of intersection X, times the endpoint of the chord, D, to the point of intersection X. So once again, exactly the same theorem. So all three of these can be thought of the same way. So we don't have to remember three things, we just have to remember one. Square of the tangent is equal to the product of the intercepts. And that's the last of our circle geometry theorems. Only a handful of questions there.